Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is super late on Monday night. I am running on pure adrenaline and way too much caffeine, but I absolutely had to jump on here and talk to you guys. Tonight's episode was a roller coaster of emotions, and I have so many thoughts that I just need to get out of my system right now. Grab a snack, because we are diving deep into this mess. I cannot believe what I just watched. I mean, seriously, am I the only one who is physically exhausted after that hour of television? I am sitting here staring at my screen, trying to process the absolute chaos that the writers just unleashed on us. And let's just jump right into my biggest source of frustration right now, because if I don't vent about her first, my head is going to explode. Let's talk about Willow Kane. I am sorry, but Willow has officially lost her mind. I've been watching this show for years, and I remember when she was a sweet, mild-mannered school teacher, but now she is marching around the Port Charles Police Department like she owns the place, acting like she is the ultimate victim in a conspiracy that she literally created. She actually stood there, looked ADA Justine Turner in the eye, and yelled, "I know what's going on here." Like, excuse me, Willow? Do you? Because from where I am sitting, the only thing going on is that you are finally facing the consequences of your own unhinged actions. And let's not forget the context here. Willow is legally married to Drew Kane. She is his wife. Yet she shot him. She shot her own husband twice, put him in a paralyzed state, and now she has the absolute audacity to stand in the PCPD and act like Justine Turner is out to get her just because the ADA lost the case against her. Willow is so arrogant now that she genuinely believes there is some grand legal conspiracy to take her down. No, honey, you just commit crimes and expect everyone to look the other way. I was practically screaming at my TV when she started getting all high and mighty. There is a huge possibility she is going to try and threaten to defund the police department by pulling her congressional strings. Can you even imagine? She is so desperate to maintain control that she would literally try to dismantle the PCPD just to spite Justine. But part of me also thinks she is projecting her massive panic about Jen Sidwell. Sidwell just ambushed her at her house, reminding her that he is the one in charge, not her. So what does Willow do? She takes all that terrified, cornered animal energy and unleashes it on the ADA. It is classic toxic behavior. And honestly, I am so over her god complex. I know some people are loving this dark era for Willow, but personally, I miss when she actually had a moral compass. Ever since she divorced Michael, who, by the way, is doing just fine dating Jacinda and staying out of her direct line of fire, she has just spiraled into this mob-adjacent tyrant. Okay, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me take a breath. Back to the point. Let's talk about Curtis Ashford. Because if there is one person in Port Charles who tests my patience more than Willow right now, it is Curtis. So, Isaiah Gannon delivers this completely valid, serious warning to Curtis. And what does Curtis do? He puffs out his chest, stares Isaiah down, and growls. Is that a threat? Yes, Curtis. It is a threat. And it is a completely justified one. I mean, let's review the facts here. Curtis attacked Isaiah in the Metro Court Gardens. He completely lost his temper, went off half-cocked, and assaulted the man. And now, because of Curtis's violent outburst, Isaiah has lost his ability to work. So yeah, Isaiah is planning to sue him in civil court on top of whatever happens in criminal court. I just want to shake Curtis sometimes. He used to be this cool, calculated private investigator, but lately he just reacts with his fists and his ego. He needs to watch his reactions, because jumping off the handle is exactly what got him into this massive legal mess in the first place. And who is suffering because of it? Trina. Poor Trina is trying to focus on her art showcase. Portia is literally going into labor under extreme stress. And Curtis is out here picking fights he cannot afford to lose. He is looking at real prison time, and he is still acting like the tough guy. I know he hired Alexis Davis to defend him, and God bless Alexis, because she is going to need a miracle to keep this man out of Steinmauer. She is already dealing with Willow's mess, and now she has to babysit Curtis's ego in civil court? Give the woman a raise. But let's pivot to some actual competent police work, which is rare in this town. Jordan Ashford and Laura Collins are giving me life right now. Can we just appreciate Laura for always being the voice of reason? Jordan is looking into this property at 352 Vista Lane. This is the property that Jen Sidwell bought from Marco Rios and Lucas Jones right before Marco was tragically murdered. Jordan, using her actual brain, realizes that Sidwell wouldn't just hold on to this property out of grief or sentimentality. Sidwell is a ruthless criminal. He doesn't care about memories. He kept it for a purpose. And Laura immediately clocks it, It's a hideout. She tells Jordan that this is a lead that desperately needs to be investigated. I am so here for this team up. Remember when Laura used to take down the Cassidines back in the day? She knows how these villains operate. I am predicting right now that this Vista Lane property is going to be the key to taking down Sidwell, and maybe even finding some of the missing pieces in this whole cold fusion nightmare. It is just so refreshing to see characters actually communicating and putting clues together, instead of keeping stupid secrets for months on end. Speaking of the PCPD and investigations, we have to talk about ADA Justine Turner handing out assignments. She is at the station, and she tells someone that she needs them to take over the search for Sidwell. The camera didn't show who she was talking to, and it is driving me crazy. Who could it be? She obviously doesn't trust Harrison Chase right now, and for good reason. Chase is suspended. His career is in shambles because he blindly believed Willow's fake lake push stunt, and he is just a walking liability. And she definitely cannot assign Nathan West, because we all know that is actually Cassius Faison in disguise, and his whole act is crumbling by the second. So who is left? Joe Fitzpatrick? Is she really going to hand the biggest manhunt in the city to Joe? Or is there some newbie cop with a holier-than-thou attitude who is about to step up and try to bring the big bad Sidwell in? Whoever it is, I have zero faith in the PCPD right now. They couldn't catch a cold, let alone an international criminal mastermind. But I am dying to see who steps through that door to take the case. Okay, I need to brace myself for this next part because this is what really broke me tonight. We need to talk about Tortola. We need to talk about Britt, Rocco, and Lulu. I am literally getting emotional just typing this. The situation in the British Virgin Islands is so incredibly tense. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. Dante and Lulu finally tracked them down to the hideout. And Rocco. Oh my god, Rocco broke my heart. This kid looks at his parents and flat out refuses to leave unless Britt comes with them. The loyalty this boy has for Britt is just astounding. They have been on the run together, she has protected him, and he knows how sick she is. He is not about to abandon her to the WSB or to Ross Cullen. And then, Lulu does something that genuinely shocked me. Lulu Spencer, who has been screeching and braying about getting her son back for weeks, actually takes a breath and makes a surprising decision. She looks at the situation, sees how much Rocco cares, and she says she is going to let Britt decide what they do next. I was stunned. I mean, Lulu actually showing empathy, letting the woman who is on the run with her son call the shots. It was such a beautiful, mature moment for her. Dante wasn't in the shot, but you know he is standing right there, probably just as shocked as we are. But guys, the danger is so real. Britt is sitting on that couch, and she looks so fragile. She looks like she is about to cry, and Kelly Thibault's acting in this scene was just phenomenal. You can see the weight of the world on her shoulders. Her Huntington's symptoms are flaring up, she is exhausted, and she knows she is a target. And Rocco looks so sad, just standing there trying to be brave for her. But here's the detail that has my stomach in absolute knots. Rocco walked into the room carrying a package. We all know what that package is. It is the medicine that Cassius Faison sent to Britt to help her. But Cassius doesn't know Cullum tampered with it. Ross Cullum, that slick, evil monster, poisoned those vials. He tricked Cassius into mailing a literal death sentence to Britt. I am freaking out. Is Britt going to take the shot? Is she going to think she is injecting herself with a cure or a treatment only to inject Cullum's poison? General Hospital spoilers have been saying Britt will be in grave danger, and this is it. This is the moment. If she takes that shot while Dante and Lulu are standing right there, or if she waits until she is alone, I can't even think about it. If the writers kill off Britt Westbourne like this, after everything she has been through, after her entire redemption arc, I am going to riot. I will literally march down to the ABC studios myself. Am I the only one terrified that this is how they write her out? Or maybe, just maybe, someone realizes the vials are tampered with before she uses them? Maybe Lucas or Joe Fitzpatrick will get word to them in time? I am praying for a miracle here, because Britt deserves so much better than being collateral damage in Cullum's twisted cold fusion game. This show is giving me gray hairs, I swear. Between Willow's delusions of grandeur, Curtis actively trying to ruin his own life, the PCPD being utterly useless, and Britt sitting inches away from a poisoned needle, I don't know how I am going to survive the rest of the week. I need to know what you guys think. Drop your theories in the comments. Is Britt going to take the poison? Who is Justine assigning to the Sidwell case? And how long until Willow completely snaps and tries to take over the whole town? I am going to try and get some sleep, but let's be real, I'll probably just be lying awake thinking about Marco Rios and that Vista Lane property. Talk to you all tomorrow.